Morning everyone, welcome back to JMC Creates. My name is Jackie McKissick and today we are making a Twisted Gatefold card. So we are. Now this is the first one I did and it's too big. I had to make an envelope. So this one I followed Sam Calcott of Mixed Up Craft. I followed her measurements for a Twisted Gatefold, and I had to make a 7x6 envelope on my envelope punch board. Now for my envelope punch board I have an envelope generator on my phone, and this is what the paper size was, 10.5, and this was the punch measurement, 4 7/8 for my envelope punch board. Okay, so that was the envelope I made and it fits in nicely. It's just very big and I would prefer to fit it into a 6x6 envelope. So I made this one, okay, and this one actually does fit into it is, wait, I straighten her up, it's just 5 3/4 by 6, so it fits in a 6x6 envelope. We'll get one out and we'll just put our money where our mouth is and make sure it does fit before we go any further. And there we go, perfect, fits in a 6x6 envelope. So this is the one I'm doing today. Okay, this is the size I have come up with. Okay, you need a piece of card that is 7.5 by 5 3/4, and you want to score at 2.5 and at 5 along the long side. Okay, then you want to put the point in and go to the first score line. So from the top point to the bottom point in the first section, you want to diagonally do your score, and in exactly the same way you're going to do it on the other outside. You don't touch the inside, and you want to make sure you're scoring these. You're not going from outside in this time, you're going from inside out. Okay, right, now let's see how the cookie crumbles. There we go. So far so good. And I'm just folding it gently. Before burnishing it. And there is your base card. Okay, and I would say use a 250 card or around that. Not, this is 300 and that was best high as I would go. I tried it with a 350 and the points just didn't work out. Okay, so wait, we put that away. I cleaned the craft room last night, so I'm trying to be tidy today. So for our centerpiece, what I'm using today is I'm using this little image which comes from this Hero Arts. It's a cactus kind of die thing, stamp thing. Okay, so I've used this one. For my first one I used that one from Daisy May Designs Pet Collection. For my second one, I can't find the stamp set. And the papers I am using for this one come from a Studio Light paper pad. It's one of these ones back here, with a little bit of green with a little bit of grey. I think it was that one. That's the one I'm using, and I think I got that in a Positively Papercraft kit, but I'm not 1,000,000% sure. So I'm using Stampin' Up! Stitch circle dies, and then I'm using this Sunshine Creations wonky stitch circle dies for the outer one in silver. I've used some dark grey silver card from my stash, and I'm going to put this in first. I just found a Just For You stamp set from my stash, and I stamped it in, and I'm putting this in first, and I will give you the measurements in a minute. So the measurements are for that. For the silver, it's 5.5 by 2 1/4, and for the white, it's 2 by 5 1/4. Okay. Now these bits I want to do with you, because you have to cut them right. So you need 3 pieces of 4.5 by 2, and I'm doing them. Those are my mats, and they are in grey. And then you need 3 pieces of 1.5 by 3 7/8, and those are my layers for on top. So you have to cut this right. You can't just go and cut them all the one same way and hope it'll work, for it won't. So for this bit to go on here, you want to cut from the top to the bottom. Okay. So take that out of the way, and you want to cut from the right top to the left bottom on your trimmer. And I'm taking my time to get it done right. Then you will need a layer that you will cut from the right top to the left bottom. Okay. There we go. Right, next. That one will go on there, and the other one will go on there. That will make up one. Now for this one, for our top piece, we want to cut from the top left to the right bottom. Okay, top left to right bottom. And then you'll need a layer that will go from the top left to the right bottom. Okay, so that's that one, and the other one we need is this one in here. So once again, you're going to go from the top left to the right bottom. Make sure you keep those pieces together for they match up. You can't just willy-nilly stick them down anywhere you want. You have to cut them. They're made for ones. You have to put the mats on top, or the layers on top of the mats that they're cut with. Okay, so that goes on there and that goes on there. Right, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start sticking all our mats and layers down, and I would use a wet glue because you can get it to a point, and it means the point will stick. Without any problems, and your point won't then peel up. You see the way that fits perfectly on there. Right, wait, we get this one. Did we mix this up? Okay. And these cards have been around a long time. It's just, I can't remember the last time I ever did one, and I just wanted something different. So I just trawled the internet until I found something that grabbed my attention. I'm not a flat card all the time kind of girl. I like something a little bit different, not as boring, something to grab one's attention and hold it for a little bit. And a case of, how did they do that? Oh, nearly dropped the last one. Right, so that's going on there like that. There we go. Now you just have to match these up to wherever they're going. Right, that's going on there. My camera did its usual shutting off after about 15 minutes trick. So I have those two out there. Now I want these two on here. And I did this all with one sheet of A4 card, silver grey card, and one 6x6 patterned paper. So it doesn't, and of course my white card base. That was another piece of A4. Right, so now the last one we want to do is in here. And as you can see, I am constantly taking it down to the bottom point. Make sure I'm glued. And that will be our last layer there. Like that. And that is our Twisted Gatefold card. There's a wee mark on there. There, it's gone now. It just refuses to go away. It keeps moving on another bit. So then all I want to do is stick that on the middle, but only on this side. So let's get her like that. Okay, let's just put a bit of pressure on it to hold it for a little minute or two, and that is basically our Twisted Gatefold card done. So I do hope you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, anything to keep me going. And that is your Twisted Gatefold card, and it sits up like that. It sits up like that, and it fits in a 6x6 envelope, and you open it up and it says just for you, and you do your writing there. So thank you for stopping by, much appreciated. Please come back for some more. Stay safe and well, and until the next time, Jaggy out.